Okay, first of all, what inspired you to write The Tranquil Waves?
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. So when I was starting off with the book, I am not really a beach person. Okay, I mean I am also a mountain person, but the thing which came to my mind was that first of all I was writing my own solo book after a long time. Okay, and the last book which I had written was a thriller. So first and foremost, I wanted to go back to the uh, place I start from, which is poetry, because my first book was a poetry collection, as you may be knowing. Or I mean, yeah, my first book was a poetry collection. So the inspiration of the book is mainly the sea waves, and the reason behind this selection is that whenever I visit the seas, like recently I went to Digha, like I returned yesterday only. I feel like, the sea waves represent life itself, like the way the waves come forward and then retreat, like retard, like Joar Bhatta, the thing I'm trying to explain, it's that ebbing and tiding of what am I even saying? The ebbing of waves. So I feel like that somehow resonates with the way our life goes on. Like there are times when there is Joar and there are times when there is Bhatta, ebb and tide. Like these two things are part of our lives, right? Like we have good times, we have bad times, we have mixed times when we have mixed emotions and stuff. So the inspiration of the book is mainly nature, and how nature kind of reflects our life and how we deal with life, and also how life shows us the paths and trajectories as we move ahead in this long journey called life. So that's the inspiration. I hope that makes sense. I
Yeah, yeah,
sincerely
of
hope that
course,
makes
of course.
sense.
Coming to the next question, how could you describe your journey as a author, as an author and a painter?
Okay, so to be really honest, I am an introvert. That is the first thing I would say in this case. I'm an introvert, so I am a person who doesn't like to speak much. Okay, since childhood, I have told this in my earlier interviews too, I guess, that I never spoke much when I was a kid and in elementary school. So I was more into writing and painting. And since then, writing became something which helped me express my emotions, because there are feelings that we all have which we can't really put into words and explain that না আমার এটা হয়েছে অথবা আমি exactly এটা feel করছি এই মুহূর্তে. So that is when we resort to writing, right? I mean, I am not generalizing here. That's when I personally resorted to writing, because I realized that it's worthless telling people what I feel. It's better if I put it in words. I guess people can understand it better then. And as for painting, I have actually been like drawing since age of 5. I know that may sound like a bit of bragging, but I am not bragging right now. I'm just saying. So drawing has been something which I've loved doing since childhood, because well, I love art, and I mean I sent a picture to T22 when I was a kid, and it got published over there. The picture, a very weird type of drawing, but yeah. So for me, writing and painting is like that window which opens up, when the world's windows are closed. I mean, more so when people's windows are closed. I mean, when people don't understand what I want and what I feel, that's when I go to writing and painting. And I also feel writing is therapeutic, painting is therapeutic, right? It has certain kind of therapeutic qualities. So my the contribution of painting and writing in my life has been therapeutic as well, because when I write even now and when I paint even now, it kind of heals me when I'm in a pensive mood. I mean, I can just start painting when I'm in a bad mood, because that makes me feel so good. Nothing else probably will make me feel so good. Other, yeah, listening to music on Spotify, maybe it will make me feel good. It does make me feel good on like daily basis when I return from college after dealing with people I absolutely hate with the entirety of my heart. But then drawing or painting, as in paint, since it's painted, okay, I started painting and writing has been that for me, and the journey has been well quite overwhelming, because um I started off in class 11, to be honest. I mean, my exhibition work, it's mainly online. I have never participated in offline exhibition. Okay, wait, just one exhibition, but it was in my Mama Buddy's area, BRT. So mostly it's online exhibitions. So this thing started in class 11 when my life was a bit better. So it has been overwhelming, because the response from my first book was really well good. I didn't expect it to be that good, and since then I don't know what really and positive criticism which really helped me evolve as an author, because it happens, when we are writing, we were writing style, right? And for example, I'm trying to write a story which is based in somewhere where I'm not accustomed, in a place where I'm not accustomed with really well. Like, I'm an Indian, I'm writing a story which is based in America or England or some other place, basically, you get it, right? So what happened was, when I was writing that story initially, I sent the draft to one of my acquaintance, and that person was like, you need to change this, it's not right. So the journey has been obviously very fulfilling and very overwhelming and very like worth lessons, because I've learned a lot as I've been writing throughout the years since 2020. I forgot the year too, sorry. 2020 it was online. 2022 it was the first time that my book got published physically. So yeah, it has been a great journey so far, and I hope I write more books in the future. I mean, what can I
Sure,
even
sure.
say about this?
Then, do you see any connection between your paintings and writings? Like, how do that both they influence each other?
Okay, so yes, this is interesting. So there is this painting of mine which I made, and I wrote a poetry in addition to it, because I felt like that it to complement the painting. So I definitely see a connection between my paintings and my writings, because the things I mainly write, they are thrillers or poems. And nowadays, I'm seeing a change in this short stories and kind of, not really feminist, because that word is cursed. I'm not going to take that, like, speak of that word anymore, because if I say that, people will start judging me that I am a bad person. Anyways, I don't care, by the way. I know what it really is, right? Anybody who knows
Yeah.
won't judge. So the thing is that I am writing certain stories nowadays which are kind of, feminist in theme. Like, there was one I wrote where a woman avenges herself. I mean, she was harassed by a colleague, and she avenges herself in the story. I mean, it was kind of different, but yeah, I did write that. And there was a painting I made recently. It's not really a painting, well, it's a multimedia kind of artwork, like the use of color pencils,
Mm-hmm.
watercolor, and many other media which we have in art. So that painting was for Women's Day, because didn't get much time to paint well. But yeah, I made the drawing, and the drawing depicted women of various places, of various stages together, and the idea that every woman is powerful. Every woman, be
Mm-hmm.
whether she's old or not, whether she's young, whatever, whatever profession is, in fact, whatever, she is strong. So I feel like there's a connection between my paintings and writing, and in general, I would like to add, if this makes sense, that writing and painting is connected, because there is this thing that oftentimes there are paintings which influence writings, and there are writings which influence paintings. So that is the kind of influence I have noticed so far. And if it is okay, can I get another example? It's a bit academic. It's not my, like, part of my
No, no, I
career,
can
but
relate to
yes, it's a
that.
bit academic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So,
the example is that, have you heard of Bruegel? What am I saying? Yeah, Bruegel. Yeah, have you heard of him? So
mm-hmm.
basically, Bruegel, the guy who painted paintings which kind of influence mythological in nature. One is the fall of. You can search the paintings if you want. I'm just saying the names. I guess I got the painter's name right. Okay. The first is the fall of Icarus. It's based on the very famous myth of Icarus. I mean, the moment he started flying towards the sun because of his ambition, his wax wings started to fall off, and he fell into the seas, and thus an island was created, which are called the Icarian Island. Sorry, which is called the Icarian Islands at the moment. The second one was the censored Bethlehem, and the painting showed the scene where Jesus Christ is about to be born, like not really born, but like about to be born, and how people are least affected by their surroundings. To be honest, that's the essence of the painting and the poem too. I mean, here Virgin Mary is going in labor, and there the kids are playing around in the woods, like without any care in the world. And there was another painting, I don't remember the name right now, but. Yeah, the massacre at Bethlehem, that is very brutal. That is about
Mm-hmm.
a massacre which took place at Bethlehem when the Roman king, I don't remember his name. What is wrong with me? Sorry. So basically, this Roman king, I don't know the story of Jesus. There was a king, and when he learned that a child will be born who will replace him, so what he was doing is like he was killing every child in Bethlehem, because he suspected that
Uh-huh.
one of them might be the person. But it was clearly Jesus Christ, who was not even there at that point of time, I guess. So that kind of resonates with our Indian mythology of what how I'm seeing Bengali only, of Kongso killing the kids in Brindaban. Brindaban only, yeah. Brindaban when he
हाँ हाँ
learned
हाँ
about
हाँ.
Krishna's birth and that part. So I have when I was studying these things because it was a part of my course well last semester only. The results of which came today. I had this in my course, literature and other arts. So I saw there that there was a deep connection between these paintings and the poems. I mean, they were deeply connected, more than you could ever expect them to be. And as for my paintings and my writings, I can share the painting if you want. The poem I can't find right now, but okay, no problem. So there was that painting I made, which I wrote a poem for, and many other times I've seen like there's a, if not directly linked, there is a thematic link between my paintings and writings for sure. There is 100% guaranteed.
So like
So yeah, that's
which
it, I guess.
which artist and author have influenced your work the most? I think half of the question got answered in the previous one, but still, like which artist and or
Yes.
author have
So
influenced the work?
yeah, yeah. Okay, so I go a bit indie now. Since I was a kid in school, I loved reading Ruskin Bond. I mean, I even attended a writing master class. I mean, this was supposed to be a secret, but yeah, I started writing poetry in a better manner, but nothing more than that. So I attended a writing master class in school. It was a poetry class, which was like you can see them and learn points, and that was the first time I read Ruskin Bond. Especially the post bond, I love them very so much, so much. I mean, I'm a sucker for those stories. As for authors, I'm a big fan of Jhumpa Lahiri as well because her writing style is very like fluid, and the way she kind of weaves the narrative kind of intrigues me. And I try to achieve that in my short stories too. Not gonna lie, especially the namesake and another autobiographical, like not really autobiographical, I mean anecdotal book written by her. I can recollect the name right now, but the book talks about her journey of learning Italian while staying in Italy because she did learn
Can
that
you
herself
repeat
at
the
a point
name
of
of the
time.
author?
Yeah. Jhumpa Lahiri. Sorry, my voice
Okay,
got a
हाँ
bit.
हाँ
Yeah, Jhumpa Lahiri. You've heard her name, right? Like she's a very famous author. Yeah.
हाँ.
So she's one of my favorites. I have also read Anita. Wait, I can remember her name right now. Okay, I'll skip that. Authors. There is Amitav Ghosh. He is one of my favorites. I read his poems, and that kind of inspired me somehow to like write a poem which was in a prose form. I guess. Yeah, I came up with that somehow. It would publish too. I'll send the link if possible. And for okay, I guess authors I have named enough. Mainly I
Riddhima,
went
your
indie,
camera is
and for
off.
painters, yeah, it's off. I mean, it's on, right? I mean, I have turned it on. Okay, is it okay now?
No, just network issue.
I my net, yeah. So when I switch it off, I mean, I can see myself right now, but
Okay, let
uh,
it be, let it be, let it be.
so painters, I have recently seen the paintings of Amrita Shergill. Her paintings are very unique in the manner that they have an Indian theme and they mainly talk about women. So there's this one painting I would like to talk about. Uh, Amrita Shergill's this painting is titled "The Toilet" and it shows a bunch of women sitting outside the toilet. And another painting is "The Bride," where there's a central figure in the painting, clad in a red bridal robe, and there are women surrounding her. So this painting somehow depict that the woman is excited and sad at the same time.